entrepreneurs to share with us their journey and which principles they've been able to learn along the way.
My going to school was a real problem. The times you don't remember, you wasn't here, but somewhere in 1971, we got a government which was headed by Idi Amin. You people, you hear about Idi Amin. Idi Amin one day was here. And when he came here, he created a mess of this country. All systems went off. When Idi Amin came here, I was not yet 10 years. I was young. But I grew up in that experience where studying and getting degrees and diplomas was for the low class. People didn't want to think about school. People wanted to become business people, and they grew up to be rich. And in a very bad way. There was what we called magendo. If you've heard about magendo, magendo means black market. You have something, you are selling it underground. Amin came here in 1972. He felt like he had to reward his henchmen for helping him to become a president. So what he went up and said is going to give all business to his brothers and friends and everything. So there was a group of Indians who had made this country, the economy and everything. This man, when he woke up, he gave the owners 90 days and told them everyone must move out of his business and go home where they belong. He said they are British, they were what? Some went back to India, some went to England and all of that. This is how I started. The new William Kajiwa you are seeing here is the owner of Hotel Sojovalo in Rubaga Road. Some people know this. I'm the owner of Wilex Commodities. I import rice from Pakistan. I import cooking oil from Malaysia. I import sugar from Brazil and Thailand. I'm a farmer with a small farm of about 120 acres here in Kakiri. And you won't come to my hotel to drink tea. The milk is coming from my farm. So I'm a farmer. And, I'm one of the biggest importers of motor spare parts, Mercedes-Benz motor spare parts. When you see Wilex Uganda Limited, we are one of the biggest importers of spare parts for Mercedes-Benz. I'm the owner also. And as I told you, I'm a businessman, but I'm a family man also. I have my wife and my 4 children. So, guys, I was telling you how I came to the street. At the street, things were very difficult, and I had to see how I can survive. I was born in Kakiri. Kakiri is a danger zone now. Now we are in Kampala. Where did I come? Shauli Yako market. Who knows Shauli Yako? That was, if you got Shauli Yako today, it is not Shauli Yako. It's just the name. Shauli Yako was a big market, selling food of every price. If you are to be trusted, you lose a lot now. But if you keep on that way, then you gain in the future. And people don't want to gain in the future. People want to get now. When you tell him to go, like engineers here, you tell him to go to buy you a tap and put in your... He goes and get the old one somewhere and just put it there. You're not trusted. You know, every time you are mechanically things like mugeta. Every time we demo okulaba ngensi abantu kyemuvamo abantu basobola okuli ekukozesa amazima nakyo abantu basobola kuba mu ngalo. It's not, they don't like it that way. People always want to go the wrong way. Now I was watching on the TV the beauty contest. The most ugly girl was the beautiful one. What is this? What is happening? Huh? Things are done the opposite way. That's why when you say something, they don't clap. When you look, you are there and you are seeing. The most ugly one is the win is the contest. You don't know what. I don't know. Now, another thing was, I was focused. I had a goal. I was focused. I had a goal in life. And this I'm telling you, too many people here, they are here just to grow here. They don't know where they want to be. They don't have any aim. They don't aim anywhere. And that is the worst thing of life. What is your aim? What do you want to be? What do you want to make? What do you want to do? What is your focus? What is your goal? Eh? So many people here, they're in the football pitch, but they don't know where they have to shoot their goal post. They don't know where the goal posts are. But when you know where the goal post is, even if you get the ball looking this side, but the goal post is the other side, you'll definitely turn and look where the goal is supposed to go. And this one helped me. I always wanted it to be what you see here. I think what I wanted to be drove me to achieve it. If you don't know what you want to be here now, where you are now at this 18, 19, 20, 20 something, as I can see you guys, you are in big trouble. Because at 17, 18, I wanted to be what I am today. So I've been fighting for that, and that persistence to see that I got my goal has helped me to overcome too many difficulties, too many roadblocks, too many things which have come my way, and I have tried at least to be where I am today. And the journey is not too far now. Hard working. You have a focus, you work hard. You work hard. But you know you work hard towards the focus, towards the goal. Because you know, when this is what I was telling one guy, he was asking me whether he's telling me he was lost because we are in a two-seater stencil, Yamakubana junction. And the guy said, I'm lost, sir. But I asked him, where are you going? And he even didn't know where he was going. So I said, maybe, guy, until you know where you are going, I can't be sure you are lost. And I left him. I didn't have time for someone like that. Too many people here, they don't know where they are going. They're in the junction. And they end up wasting all their years. And in the end, they bajja okuba abalogo buli ayitamu oyo mwana wago ndi mubbi oyo mwana wago oyo zimbe si kikye ekyo kirimu sali musale wa ebyo biri mu bagundi waliwo ababikolera apano yetwagula Professor Mondo kagonya bintu bya Professor Mondo wa people work and they achieve these things. All what comes on the way, when it is not the one you want, put it away, follow your. Yeah, I mean, one guy was saying that an obstacle is when you put your eyes off the goal. That's the obstacle. The goal is there. When you put, I've been driving, but you know when you are driving, you young boys, you love to see girls with the big buns. And when you are driving, your eyes, you are going this way and you want to see how these girls walk. By the time you bring your eyes back, you have knocked someone. So an obstacle is when you put your eyes off the goal. So don't put your eyes, you be in your line, move there and you'll be there. You have to use your brain. You must be smart. Don't just do everything. Oyinza okukola ekintu ekitali kuwa ssente n'otuuka okufa ng'oli mwavu kyokka ng'okola nnyo. Mutige okubeera n'amagezi. Be smart. Check where the money comes a little more. Oberenga ekyo kyokola teekamu amagezi si buli mulimu gwonna nti waliwo emirimu mukwano gwange. I'm sorry, I have to tell them this. A friend of ours we twali tukula yayagala nnyo okufuna ssente mu buli mulimu gwonna n'ayingira obwa kondakita bwa taxi nga tuli bavubuka naye nga buli lwaggula akomawo n'omugaati. Every evening he will come with a bread and milk. But do you know what happened? Today the same guy, all white head, he's driving a taxi. And all of us who said we go the other side, we are different from him. So not every job you have to do. Be clever. Look for something which can be giving you a little more. Okay, lastly, you have to love what you do. If it is business, let it be like a game, like you are playing cards, no? You have to enjoy what you do. And as a thank you, I want to tell you that Jesus
with
is
$100.
Lord.
On May 4th, 1972, I entered Kenya with 15 Kenya shillings. by bus, OTC. I had just been in prison for Idi Amin's prison for 1 year and 5 days in detention. I was supposed to be executed in February 1972. I was a young boy, just a little younger than some of you. In 1977, when I made it across from Kenya to America and studied, I didn't like to stay in civil aviation because it was too limiting. So I took up this field of industrial engineering. In Uganda, heading one of the smallest member institutions of that association, get selected to be president of that association. Now, just to give you a perspective of what that means. Fraunhofer is a member organization for that, for our organization. They have a workforce of 24,000 researchers. That's what makes Germany great industrially, because of that Fraunhofer organization. DTI, Denmark Technological Institute, they are 108 years old. They, instead of begging for government support like I do here, they have a turnover of 145 million euro a year. It's a research organization. No wonder Denmark, with a total population of less than 6 million, is an industrial giant. And somebody from Kabale is their president. Why is this important? What is important is to assure you that in Uganda we have incredible genius. We can do a lot of things. We only have to apply ourselves. So if we have that genius, why are we insisting on staying with this characterization of a third world country? Because we are bright at what we do, but we are not applying ourselves in the right direction. We are not applying ourselves in the right direction. We are not employing technology to advance ourselves and to advance our own country. And the simplicity of it all is simply amazing. It can be done. It can be done. But the mindset we have, we must change. Who says an African is not entitled to comforts of life? You must be comfortable wherever you go. Why not? We are entitled, especially when you're living in a country that is so well endowed with everything you need. Industry takes 3 elements, 3 factors, 3 pillars upon which industry is built. Human capital, a skilled manpower, appropriate technology, and affordable financing. Those are the 3 things we need. When you are sitting here, you are developing 1 pillar, human capital. It's also develop capacity to create or deploy technology, and let the powers that be create environments where we can afford to put those 2 things together, technology and human capital. Believe me, we can deliver ourselves to the promised land. That's all it takes. But all this must be done in the context of the entrepreneurship. You have to be fiscally responsible. You have to understand how to manage your business. Because even if all three are in place, if you don't have the discipline and the ability and wherewithal to manage those three, you will not go very far. We must find ways to be job providers and not necessarily job seekers.
You cannot think of training business and leave out the element of inspiring these people to do something. So we have invited the celebrated people, the celebrated entrepreneurs, the people that have done nothing but live the work.
As someone who did sciences, I had no entrepreneurship skills. So when I got this opportunity, I couldn't miss it. I had a dream of being an entrepreneur. But I've learned one thing, that learn to move with the knowledge, not money, if you want to get rich. So I'm sure the skills and the knowledge that have imparted in me, I'll go out and make a difference.
I've come to know about other opportunities and other business ideas. Like the presenter we had yesterday, who told us, if you have a plasma screen in your room, sell it. If you have 20 shirts, sell it and remain with 5.
Those who have 8 shirts or 10 and you don't have a job, sell 5 tomorrow. Get rid of them. Those who are staying in Chiconia on your flat screen, remove it. Those who are staying in those hospitals of yours on a large down bed and you're still single, send it against one bed.
Meaning that you are not in that category to own a plasma screen if you are still renting.
How I can evaluate my business and stabilize it.
I'm leaving this training a gentleman, and I promise you, Duda guys, the sky will be the limit.
We hope that they execute this when they go into their community. We hope that they share with the rest of their team members. Being selfish is not being entrepreneur at all.
What do we want? What do I look out when I look at you in basically 5 minutes? Those 5 minutes are not enough for me to know the content you know. But what I want to see is basically that you are skillable, even when you don't have any experience. If indeed you are such a person who can think problems, think solutions, think working with what you have, that is what I want. Then it means you can be a good human resource person if that is your line. Then you can be a good engineer if that is what we want. We are recruiting engineers now. What I want is to set up a tower somewhere here so that there is coverage here. What do I want about that coverage, about the person to do it? Someone who can analyze how best we can deliver that coverage using the few resources we have, using the little time we have, and it does it. Technical, you don't need to have even gone to school in that area. Regardless of what you are, you can re-engineer yourself into developing into these skills, and you'll be able to move. Many of the app developers we know today are not techies, are not people in ICT as a background. They have had to change. Why can't you change? And that change is quite easy.
ICT intrinsically is one area where it is very easy for anybody, regardless of what background, what original training they have, to adapt. And ICT also is one area which is usable by everybody. And that then makes ICT one area where opportunities, in my view, are endless.
Business doesn't require bayai. At least sustainable business. You need to have trust, you need to have networks, you need to have people, they believe in you, they give you products, you pay them back. Why? Because we normally don't have a lot of money for business.
It's very interesting that on the same occasion, You had Mr. Kajoba approaching a goal from one direction, and Professor Kwesiga approaching the same goal from another direction. But they were all converging to what? The same goal, and that is success. And they were both using straight methods of achieving what they eventually achieved. In other words, what we must recognize is that there is no written rule. There are no definite paths which you guys can follow to get to the top. You look at yourself, you design your own way. The most important thing is the determination you have to achieve what you want to achieve. However, we cannot overemphasize the importance of knowledge. Mr. Kajoba may not have told you, but in the course of doing his business, he must have been gathering a lot of knowledge to enable him to do his business. Now, you people, you are luckier than him in a way because you have laid a good foundation with the education you have had. And it does not matter what sort of subject you have studied at the university.
Seek for opportunities, make connections. The world is so wide. It's just you to immerse yourself in it and be the ruler of your own world, yeah, or your own space. So when you go out there, seek to get to know people who are going to help build who you are or what you want to be.
All of them have emphasized the point of being